What's up everyone, and welcome back to Nexus. If you've watched any of our previous videos about waterslides, you know they can be pretty dangerous. Even in the news, you're always hearing things about accidents on them and people getting injured. Sometimes people dying in pretty gruesome ways. If you heard about the kid who got decapitated on the Verrucht waterslide and you think that's bad, wait until you see some of the ones on this list that haven't had a single safety inspection. Watch this video to see the top 10 most insane homemade waterslides. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get new content similar to this every day. Also, make sure to comment down below letting us know which was your favorite. And for this video, let's see if we can hit the golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to drop a like down below. Number 10. The first item on our list is one of the most innovative homemade waterslides I've ever seen, because I'm not really sure what kind of material it's made of. It looks like a lot more time and effort has gone into creating this one than you usually see in these pretty cheap creations. Not in the least because of the equally homemade pull at the bottom of the slide for people to get into. I suspect it was built by some kind of professional, like the dad of the family is a builder or something like that, because it's pretty sturdy and quite safe. And even safety is an insane thing to see in a category like homemade waterslides, because usually they're anything but. It also looks like it'd be pretty easy to pack up and put away during colder months, which is always a good thing. Number 9. We move on from pretty neat to borderline psychotic, with a slide proclaimed by its creators to be called the Mega Slide of Doom. Yeah, seriously. The video even starts with weird flashback photographs and a scrolling text opening like you get in Star Wars, and some deep voice narration. This slide is alleged to have used 180 meters of tape in its creation, to be 30 feet tall and 60 feet long, and is called by the video title itself, the greatest slip and slide known to man. You gotta think wood is kind of a bad material to use to build a slip and slide. Remarkably, it actually works pretty well. And they did the calculations for the velocity correctly because they always hit the pull they've laid out dead on. Except for one guy who somehow manages to overshoot it. It's definitely mega, but I'm not sure it's too doom. Number 8. This is from a vlog from popular YouTuber Jake Paul, which came out on YouTube in the middle of this month, where he decides on a whim halfway through that he wants to build a huge water slide. Like the last one, it also has a montage of how it was built, with a lot of pretty good quality lumber. It really does bring into question the earnings of these YouTubers when they could just go out and buy that much wood and assemble an entire water slide. It also makes you wonder how much planning goes into these vlogs, because they must have had some kind of design to be following and have probably ordered the wood in advance. So they build their huge water slide in their backyard in what reminds me of more of a recent episode of Jackass, and skateboard into the pool at one point. When he finally goes down the thing, it's pretty awesome, even though they didn't build any kind of buffers on the sides to stop people from falling off and hitting the cement.
3, 2, 1.
How is it?
It was kind of fast.
Number 7. This water slide is homemade but almost professional grade, with some pretty huge pipes supplying the water for people to use to slide down. It also looks majorly slippery, and though the video authors don't call it a slip and slide, personally I think it's way cooler than the earlier greatest slip and slide known to man video. This water slide was created for a 4th of July celebration and came to the internet last year courtesy of 3D Machines. Though I don't know if he's actually the one who built it or if he just took the opportunity of it being there to make a vlog. Still, it reminds me a lot of actual lazy river rides from real theme parks. Just a lot faster and a lot more fun and probably free to go on. Plus, if you built it yourself, you wouldn't have to share it with anybody else. Number 6. This Australian guy is claiming to have built the longest homemade water slide in the world, and most of the video is taken up by a pretty dramatic beginning where he's planning where he's going to build it. and then he goes and picks up a lot of different equipment to use in the construction. Honestly, the vast majority of this video is just a montage of these guys building the water slide in the dirt field. They actually till the field to make the right shape in the ground for the thing to begin with, which serves to make sure that the water stays in the water slide. It's a pretty odd choice to decide to go down the thing fully clothed on the back of an alligator inflatable and then into a lake. And you have to wonder why barely any of them are in swimsuits, but I guess it's their water slide.
Nobody deserves to die. Oh, but I've been searching for an easy way.
Number 5. If you love to get dirty and don't mind going out into the lake, this is the water slide for you. It's built using a bunch of sheets of plastic attached to a mountain of hay bales, and it just throws people onto some random river or bayou, while the hose pipe is spraying all over the place. Sure, the slide itself looks pretty safe and the guys look like they're having fun, but it's the fact that they're jumping into a swamp that raises my concerns. Swamps and rivers are not too hygienic of a place. In fact, in the city where I live, it's very likely you'll die if you jump into the river because it's that filthy. There's all kinds of waterborne parasites and diseases you can contract, and I sure hope the guys in the video had all their shots. Number 4. Now, if you're a waterslide fanatic, you'll have heard of Action Park and its infamous cannonball loop, the G-force of which could break your neck and allegedly dismember test dummies. But I guess the guys who built this waterslide had never heard of Action Park, because they decided to build their very own loop waterslide out of wood in their backyard. While it would be great for me to say they defied physics and all had an awesome time, that's not what happens. What does happen is that the guy going around it falls when he gets to the top of the loop, screams, and crashes down onto the wood. Then whoever has the camera shows you the blood of the guy who fell. Amazingly, someone else decides to try it out next, with the guys just holding up a mattress to stop him from falling. But the third time's the charm, because on the third run, the weird slingshot thing they're using sends him all the way around. Number 3. Another one to me that looks borderline professional because it's built so sturdily out of proper materials up now, and the guys who made it must be impressed because they're playing dramatic classical music in the background of the entire clip. It kind of sucks that we don't get to see what the setup at the top of the slide looks like, but it's cool how it launches people into the lake at the bottom. Nice to see people building water slides being kind of considerate of water usage by using the water that's already there naturally. I don't really know, but what I do know is that these guys in this video are clearly having a blast. Gotta wonder about what might happen if one of them slipped or lost their balance and got knocked out by one of those very close trees though. Number 2. This video basically beats every other video on this list because it isn't a homemade water slide, it's a homemade water park with multiple homemade water slides, which is some pretty next level stuff. It's a terrible shame that the video clip of this water park is a mere 13 seconds long, because you really do want to see a lot more of it than the 2 or 3 slides, but it's a cool rig. The coolest thing is probably one of the slides that launches someone through the loop of the other one, which the family timed perfectly for the video they're taking to capture this moment when it actually works. A lot more impressive than the other loop where the guy crashed and started bleeding.
Oh, sweet.
Number 1. The top spot on this list brings only one question to mind, and that question is, if you're on a beach already with the sea right there, why do you really need to build a water slide? Well, I guess just for the thrill of wanting to launch yourself into the ocean instead of into some gross lake like some of the other videos on this list. And at least they're using a pump to use seawater on the slide, so they're not wasting huge amounts of water. It is pretty cool because of how clear the water is. It's such a beautiful day and how the beach seems to be mostly empty except for these guys in their water slide and boogie boards.
So we give them a reason, come and catch us, but don't hold your breath. Got time to face it, I didn't listen, but the jokes are all on them, and we're gonna blue blood on my shoulder.
That was our list of the top 10 most insane homemade water slides. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a video in the future. And hit the like button too so we can hit the golden like of 1,000. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace!